Hi, I'm Pastor Jim Meyer, and in my collection of In Times Long Ago, I'd like to tell you the story. It's entitled The Gift by James P. Meyer, and this is Viola's story. Father passed away when I was 4 years old. My mother moved us to Canada, where she homesteaded with my sister, my brothers, and me. We lived near my aunt and uncle. There were people from all over the world who came to homestead, and some of the young men were very helpful to Mother, who was still fairly young at 32. That first Canadian Christmas was very special for me. On Christmas morning, I just knew Santa Claus had come to our house. I heard him on the roof last night. We were all so excited that we got up early. I peeked into the front room and I gasped when I saw a little doll. Oh, I loved it so. I thought it was beautiful. When the time was right, we all moved quickly into the front room, and I picked up that doll and squeezed ever so gently, hugging her. My little brother was hoping to get a train engine, but instead got another toy. I remember he said, "Oh, well, me takes what me gets." My other brother, he got a little rabbit. Somehow he was frightened by it, but he got over it. Because we got up so early, Mother had to use the wood faster than she anticipated. So she had to walk all the way to my aunt's house to ask for more wood to fuel the fire to keep us warm. Mom and my aunt decided to cook Christmas dinner and had invited 7 bachelors. You should have seen them fuss and fuss. When the 7 bachelors arrived for dinner, Mother served them wild goose, mincemeat pie, and homemade breads. We ate very well that Christmas. It wasn't until many years later we found out that Mother walked 7 miles to town in the cold to buy us those precious toys, and then walked 7 miles back to wrap them for us. We were impressed when we found out and appreciated the greater gift. Mother never remarried. I guess she must have felt she needed her mind and energy to care for her family. The end. I wonder how a mother and 3 children could have braved all the hardships of homesteading without a faith. I wonder how Mother felt embarking on a new life in a new country to take up homesteading. I wonder how Mother's sister felt having 4 new charges of her sister and 3 kids come to live near them. I wonder if the spirit of the one bolsters the spirits of the other. I wonder what the dolly represented to Viola. I wonder if you've ever been gratified with what you got, even though it wasn't what you wanted. Oh, well, me takes what me gets. I wonder who you identify with in this story. And now, our family room reflections. The new commandment. When he had gone out, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man has been glorified, and God has been glorified in him. If God has been glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself, and will glorify him at once. Little children, I am with you only a little longer. You will look for me, and as I said to the Jews, so now I say to you, where I am going, you cannot come. I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also should love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." John 13:21 through 35. And our recollections. Jesus wants so much for all creation to have life and love. to have all dreams and desires come true. After all, He gives us the desires. The fulfillment of these dreams, He knows, is predicated on love. Love for self, love for one another. Viola's mother wanted her children's dreams to come true as well, so she set out on a dangerous trek full of physical exertion, walking many miles in the cold and snow, with wind chills in Canada possibly around 0 or below. She had one thing in mind, the Christmas gifts, so her children would have something. Another sacrifice, the money it costs to purchase such treasures for her children. I'm sure they hinged upon being poor, and the children were delighted. You and I have the delight of Jesus, and we are delighted with His gift. His sacrifice for you and me was predicated on what He asked us to do in His command. Love one another as I have loved you. Viola was right to enjoy the greater gift, the gift of love. Where are you in these stories?